All right, the fifth season of the M&M Cup Series will begin in a short time. Two races still remain to film. I still have two races to film in season four, but I wanted to get the season five announcements out so everybody could just look forward to all the new exciting things coming into the season. So, without further ado, let's just get right on into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is we have driver changes and a new chase format, schedule, and then we'll have questions and answers after. So for the driver changes entering the fifth season, you have Kurt Busch will go to the one car. He drives the 41 car currently. You have Daniel Suarez who drives the 19. He goes to the 41 car, switching with Kurt Busch. Martin Truex goes from the 78 to the 19, and Ferch Row shuts down. Dale Jr. will retire, and Alex Bowman will take his place. Jay McMurray will retire. Kurt Busch takes his place. AJ Allmendinger retires. Trevor Bayne will retire, and Ryan Newman will replace him. Matt DiBenedetto will go from the 32 to the 95, with Casey Kane retiring. Then you have the Xfinity driver Daniel Hemrick will go to the 8 car. And as we stated earlier, Ryan Newman will go from the 31 to the 6, and Daniel Hemrick will replace the 31, but he'll be driving the 8. So those are the big driver changes up at this point with the season 5. There's been any more news broken, but there might be some news with one of the custom cars with Cooper, but we'll have to wait on that and see with his press conference. The next thing we'll go into is the chase format. So, whoops. I'm pressing the wrong things here. How the chase work. 12 drivers will make the chase. Wins do not lock you in. It is the top 10 drivers after race 16 will secure a spot in the chase. Whoever's the most points will get some bonus points for the chase also. And this is where it kind of gets confusing, so you just have to pay attention here. The top 2 drivers from 11th to 20th in points make it in the chase, and they will be the wild cards rounding out a 12 chase format. 5 extra points for each win you get before the chase, so you'll just stack by wins, but 5 for each win you get. So however many wins you get in the first 16 races is how many bonus points you get times 5. So that is the chase format. A lot of people wanted the 16 drivers making it, and I am not a fan of that, but I don't want to leave you guys out and where you don't get what you want, so this is a good compromise. The 12 drivers will make it instead of 16, but you still have the rounds. You'll still have the rounds from 12, 8, and 4, so it would just be a 7-race chase, not 10. And so there's a lot of schedule changes. We'll get to that in a minute, but the points are awarded the same. You win the race, you get 40, and you get last, you get 1 point. Bonus points will 5 for each win, and maybe some playoff points in between. We'll decide on that heading closer to season 5. So let's get into the next thing, which is the schedule. The season 5 schedule. The Daytona 500 will start out the season as always. I mean, we've had that for every season. I think Daytona is a good spot to keep it there. And since season 1, race 2 has sponsored. Since season 1, FedEx has also been the second race of the year. So I think those are good key holders in the season that I don't plan on moving anytime soon. So then you go to ISM for the ISM 200 of Phoenix, Arizona. That is a new track that the M&M Cup Series will be racing on next season. Then you head to Martinsville early on this season. We did have that in the chase in this past season, but we're adding that in the regular season also. So Martinsville is a day race. Then you head to the IC 200 in New York City. That's also been around through every season. It's been through the first 5 races. It's been somewhere between race 3 and 5. And so the IC race will be the 5th race of the season. The Krispy Kreme 200 El Paso, Texas will start out around there too. It's usually from IC and Krispy Kreme the dates have changed. Not regular, they haven't changed that much. So a big change is the M&M road course race is not before Krispy Kreme. That's a big one. That's been usually after or before IC in the past few seasons. That's a difference. Then you head to the first night race of the season for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. That race, I've always had fun filming that, so I figured we'd just put it in the night race. It fits right there on the schedule, so I'm just going to keep it there. Then you head to the Ford 400 at Homestead. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't like Homestead being moved in real life to race 6. I don't either, but I want to add Homestead this season, and I don't want to have it in the Chase. So I thought putting it right after Texas would be a good place, and it is a night race, so you get 2 night races back to back. Then the next race is to be announced. What I want to do here is I want to have you guys, any of you that are watching, draw out a track, a layout, and title it as a sponsor and send it to me. Whichever one I think is the best will be raced, and your logo will be on a billboard or something. So if you want a billboard as your logo on a stop motion, it'll be for that race. So just sponsor, draw out a track. It could be a short track, it could be a road course, it could be a mile and a half. Just however you like it, draw it out. Then you head to the Lowe's 200 in Philadelphia. Oh wait, that's a typo. Sorry, you go to the Lowe's 200. It is not in Philadelphia. But yeah, you head to the Lowe's 200. And yeah, so that race has been put on a good show the past 2 seasons. As we had the first race in season 3 when we had it, you had a side-by-side finish coming to the final turn. Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, 2 teammates, wrecked each other, and Carl Edwards won his first race of that season. So that was a good race. And this past season, you had Jimmy Johnson and Joey Logano side-by-side, with Joey Logano edging it out. So that is the first part of the schedule. Let's look into the second part. Alright, then you head to the Pepsi 300 in Brownsburg, Indiana. This is a night race. This is the throwback race of the season. You'll have a lot of throwbacks. It's at IRP. If anybody wants to know, it is IRP. Brad Keselowski won the most recent race we had there in the throwback race. Him and teammate Joe Logano were side by side. He edged him out at the end, putting the bumper to him a little bit. But yeah, you head to IRP for the throwback race, all the throwbacks, and I hope everybody enjoys a good throwback race. Then you head to Daytona, Florida for the you'll go back to Daytona for the night race. It's the Coke Zero Sugar 200. We've had spectacular racing there in the past, and I just want to keep the night race there. It's always a good summer race to put in there. Then you head to the Nationwide 200 in Vancouver, Washington. And that race has been pretty good. You've had it in the first race in season 3. Martin Truex and Denny Hamlin tangled off the final turn, and then this past race, you had Chase Elliott, a fan favorite, winning, so that's a good race to keep. Then we head to a new track. It'll be the Microsoft 200 in New Mexico. It's a short track. That'll be a really fun track. It's going to be a lot like Bristol, but I expect some good action there for a night race. And to round out the regular season, you'll have the Subway 200 in Denver, Colorado. This has been the cutoff race ever since season 1. I don't plan on changing it. It'll be the 5th time we'll be racing there for the cutoff race, and it's always produced some good racing. So Ryan Blanding's your defending winner, so maybe he could hold on to that title and see what happens. Now you enter the Chase. You start with Eldora. We started out with Eldora since season 3 and season 4, and I plan on doing it in season 5. It's been a fan favorite, and Brad Keselowski is the most recent winner, and let's see if he can hold on to that when the Chase starts. The Hunt Brothers 200, Los Angeles. That's been in the Chase every year we've done it, so it's also the FedEx race, just Hunt Brothers, so it's in Los Angeles, same track, race 2 of the season and race 2 of the Chase, so that's new. And the cutoff race, the round of 12, has Talladega. Talladega is an interesting cutoff race. I think it's produced some pretty good racing. Clint Bowyer picked up his first ever win in the M&M Cup Series this past season, and yeah, so Talladega is the cutoff race. And you've head to the Martinsville Night 500. Martinsville will open up the round of 8 with, I think that'll be a really great race, a night race at Martinsville in the Chase. I think that's going to produce some amazing race, as we saw this past race here. It was day, but it was pretty good. Dale Jr. and Martin Truex battled, and Truex spun, but it was still an amazing race. And to end off the season, you head to Texas again for the day race, and you head back to IRP for the IRP Day Chase race that will be sponsored. But yeah, so we just head to IRP, and we head back to the Apple 200 to end off in San Antonio for the championship race. 4 drivers, 1 champion, who will win. So yeah, that's the press conference. That's basically all the new drivers, the points in the schedule. That's basically all you need to know as of now. But I will be taking time to answer some questions. So for anybody that wants to know, let me know. So any questions? What do we got here? Some questions. Are there signups? No, there will not be signups. I don't ever plan on doing signups unless it's a special event. So no to the signups. Anybody else got any questions? Let me know if any of you guys have any other questions you would like to add to the season. Yeah, no signups. When will season 5 start? So I have 3 races left to film. Texas, Google Chrome, and then the championship race. And Texas is about halfway done, so probably like early July. No.
And another thing, go Team Penske.
Oh, be quiet. No, Cooper. I don't like goats. Can you do a 2007 or 2008 season? I might plan on doing that, so just keep an eye out in the around the winter time. Does any of you guys have any more questions? We'll just keep this open. If nobody has questions, the stream will end. But I just wanted, this is your chance right now to ask any questions you have for the stop motions of the season. What's upcoming? What do you want to see? What don't you want to see? Some feedback or whatever. So just let me know. When's the next race? That's probably next week. Oh, hey Jeffrey. Thank you, Justin Newgarden fan. So if you're all just tuning in, you did miss the kind of like the announcements, I would say, for the season. But you can always rewatch this. The video will be up after it renders, so just keep an eye out on that. Do you know IDK player chattered? Yes, I did. I saw him. Hi, IDK. You're still there. You got a name for a track? The Godzilla Raceway. Hey, that's not a bad name. Maybe that could be the to be announced one. Do you have any advice on the stop motion series? Patience. Take your time, don't rush, and enjoy what you do. And do it the way you want to and not as others tell you to. How much for your own custom car in a series? We can talk about that after. I'll get back to you, Larson fan. Hi, Mick. I mean, I should have started this later because everybody's tuning in now. But yeah, we're just taking questions right now. And anybody has any questions about the 5th season of the stop motions, let me know, or any advice you want, like what do you want to see, what don't you want to see, just let me know. I don't know if you're still on here, but I just got your message. NASCAR Fan 2043. That is a nice track. It kind of reminds me of the Icy one. So I like that. And if you did miss, real quick before I continue to read comments, if you did miss, find out a way how to send me a layout of a track you would like. There's one track that if you win, if I like it, I will make it, and your YouTube or whatever will have a billboard at the in the stop motion. When I film the race, you'll have a billboard and you'll have like a promotion thing since you designed the track. So just design a road course, a short track, or a mile and a half, and a sponsor, and send it to me. Well, Dale Jr. race. It's on the stream, so I'll say, yeah, you did miss it. No, he is retiring, but he might do some one-off races, but not in the 88. You inspired me to make my own stop motion series. Oh, thank you, Mark. Will Ross Chastain be entered? He's not on the entry list now. I do plan on shortening the season, the roster up to maybe 30 cars. So you're still going to have your Penske's, your Gibbs, your Haas's, but there probably won't be as many back markers. David Reagan probably won't make but a few races, so will Michael McDowell. We'll just see how it goes. How do you make a layout for track? Just draw it. It could be really sloppy as long as I can read it. Why are you doing a fantasy league? I am not doing a fantasy league, Zach. Does anybody else have any more questions or comments? Nick, you have a good chance. I don't know what that means. No, miss. The sponsor of the track is the Cartoon Network. If you're interested, I'm NASCAR 23. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got it. It looks nice. So yeah. You can send it to me through Twitter at what is my, I don't even know my Twitter's MCS Stop Motions, I think. Is it? Twitter is, I'll put it in the chat. Alright, there it is. I don't have a Twitter. Make a video and then just make it of you showing the track and then send it to me through like a comment. Your playoffs. What about my playoffs? No Twitter. No. If you don't have a Twitter, just video the track and then send me the link in a random video, and I'll check it out. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is the M&M Cup Series Season 5 press conference. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to start Season 5. And thank you guys for watching and sticking around. Hope you enjoy the season, what's upcoming, because I got some amazing things coming. When am I finishing the playoff season? I'm finishing it up, so don't worry about it. I'm working on Texas right now, so. Does the track have to be on the schedule? No, it could be a fantasy track. Will you have any commentary? I think I know the answer already, though. Cooper could answer it, but probably not. But I might have a little something surprise. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. And Season 5 is going to be amazing. Bye.